today, welcome back. This is going to be another episode of Drew It Yourself. Today happens to be Super Bowl Sunday, which is one of the best days of the year for a lot of people. People that like football, people that like commercials, people that like all kinds of things. People like food. And today I'm going to make one of the most popular treats that people like to eat at Super Bowls, and that's called a 7-layer dip. Now, I went to the internet and printed off a recipe. As you can see here, you can come in on that. This is called, I printed this out so I would be able to see what I needed. And this is just a regular recipe that you could find by Googling 7-layer dip. And I Googled it and it came up with one by Betty Crocker. And she's really famous for being a great chef. So I trust what she knows because she's like awesome. And so the first ingredient is refried beans. Now you get those in a can. I got Old El Paso refried beans. And what you do is you mix it with a packet of taco seasoning. And you simply put your refried beans in a bowl, mix it up with that taco seasoning. You just rip open that package, put it in, and this is your first layer of your 7-layer dip. So as you can see, you just pour that right in your dish. There's different sizes of dishes you could use. I'm using a big one, like it's probably like 13 by 9, I think. I didn't measure it, but I think I've heard that before, that this is a 13 by 9. Because I've baked brownies in this before, and I think on the box, it was also a Betty Crocker box, it said 13 by 9. So I'm just going to scoop out these refried beans, and this is my first layer. And now, as you can see, you just kind of spread the beans real nice, get it in all the corners. Because people are going to come over here with the chip, and they're going to dip into this if you didn't know that. So you want to make it so, you know, you can dip in there and there's lots of refried beans for everyone. And I like to do that. See how that does that cool little line? That's just a fancy little trick you can do. Now, that's your first layer. Tastes good. Now, if you look at your recipe, you just take another, we're just going to see what the second layer is. After you do that, the second layer is what I call cream cheese. It's one package of 8-ounce cream cheese, softened, and then I added some chopped green chilies straight out of this can. You can do it yourself if you want, but I wouldn't. And you just mix that in there with that cream cheese like that. A lot of people like to use sour cream, but this recipe calls for cream cheese. So I trust Betty Crocker. She knows what she's talking about. She's world renowned all over the world. So I just softened that cream cheese, added the green chilies, and now I'm going to add it right on top. That's my next layer. And I don't know how this is going to go, so I'm just going to kind of start putting it on there. And then I'm going to try and spread it around all over. And make that my second layer. Alright, so that is my cream cheese, and I'm going to try and spread this out. I don't know. Doesn't look like it's going to spread throughout the whole thing, but that's okay. Everybody doesn't have to have a bite of cream cheese, but actually now that I think about it, it's doing alright. So I'm just going to keep spreading that just like that. Get it in the corners, get it all over. And that'll do some good flavor for everyone, I think. Alright, now that you've got your cream cheese, the next step, according to Betty Crocker, is we have to add salsa, lettuce, cheese, olives, and tomatoes. So we gotta add all those things. So we're gonna add some lettuce next. Now I've never done it with lettuce, but this could be good. So I'm just going to grab a handful of lettuce and just spread that around. And I think what that does is gives it a little crunch. And I've never done it with lettuce, but you know what? Like I said, you know, you got to trust Betty Crocker. There's only a few chefs in this world that you can just trust just straight up. Like Betty Crocker, Guy Fieri, and then there's probably others too, but you know, that's just a couple to name a few. So lettuce, we're gonna add some cheese. People like lots of cheese. That is important to a 7-layer dip. A lot of cheese. This is just regular Mexican 4 cheese. It is a 8-ounce bag. I'm probably gonna use this whole thing because people like a lot of cheese, right? All right. So then we got our cheese, and oh, one other thing, you want to make sure you wash your hands before you cook. Well, it's not really cooking, it's more like making. So you want to wash your hands so you don't get anybody sick at a Super Bowl party, because that's no fun. So I've also got tomatoes and olives. I've already sliced the olives, as you can see. I've sliced the olives into very nice, thin little slices. So that's probably about a half a can. Uh-oh. I might cut up some more, because I think I like a lot of olives. So I'm probably going to cut up some more olives. I'll do that later. But there's some olives. I've already diced some tomatoes. These are fresh tomatoes that have been diced up. And I'm just going to pour those right on. And this is starting to look like a beautiful little 7-layer dip. Now, like I said, it's Super Bowl Sunday. And on Super Bowl Sunday, people like to have things like this. And today is the year 2017. It's the Falcons versus the Patriots. And I actually live in Atlanta. So we're pulling for the Falcons, and we're hoping they win today. So this dip should serve as a nice celebration for a Falcons victory. Now, oh my gosh, I forgot the salsa. Oh man. Now, I forgot the salsa, but I have a feeling that it's still going to taste pretty good. So, if you wanted, you could probably add some salsa in there. That probably would have been good. But I'm going to do it just how it is, and we're going to wing it and hope it turns out okay and people like it, because I think I'll like it. It looks pretty good. Now, you just set this in the fridge for a few hours so it kind of sets and comes together, and that's your 7-layer dip. So thanks for checking out my video. I'm going to put the recipe somewhere where you can find it probably, and I hope you enjoy the 7-layer dip. If you have any comments, questions, or variations that you like to do on your 7-layer dips, comment down below, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.